How's it going, sir?
It's good. Good. Sorry, I was talking to you on the share chat
I
thing.
was talking back and nothing was happening.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome.
I muted all my controls over there now, so we're just here on Restream. We're doing good. My chat stream and your chat stream and shit.
Hey, Walt Miltsy, how you doing?
Oh,
Milsey,
man.
sorry. Don't know why I put a T in there.
Oh, why would you add that? Why would
I
you?
know I'm
do
the
that
worst.
to
I'm
yourself?
the worst.
No,
This is the first time it's happened to me, Will. I'm already hating it.
What did he do? What did I miss?
Naughty sausage.
The naughty sausage that Hotep has. There you go.
No, that's a Hotep thing. I mean, you do you, but
there it is. Okay, it's done. I got a shorter version of it. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
Join the pain, he says.
Woo!
That is satisfying.
Oh.
Okay, nobody can see my screen at this point, right? Perfect. All right, let's do this.
How you boys doing today?
Woo!
I'm doing pretty darn good, to be honest. How about you?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. My back hurts because I let Chat GPT decide my workout program, and it was a damn good workout program. The problem is I didn't stretch out well enough. So Chat GPT did just fine, but I was an idiot, and so now my lower back hurts because I did too many squats and stuff.
Maybe the robots are trying to kill you, Ren 7.
Am I?
They could be. That's why I'm so damn nice to them all the time. Because I don't want them to kill me. Let's see if I go. Can I make it bigger by doing this?
Don't
one?
have feelings. They don't care if you're nice or not. They care if you're dead.
Well, I'm still going to be very polite to them, so that when they do take over, they make me middle management instead of total slave.
Middle management. Shooting the big guns, huh?
Yeah. So
hey, everybody, am I live on Twitch at the moment? It says that I am, but Twitch isn't showing up properly.
Yeah, you're on my Twitch still.
No, I don't see you live on Twitch.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm refreshing, and it's not showing you.
I'm on your channel, and you're live.
Wonderful D says I'm live. Nick says I'm live. Oh, the gym. Yeah, okay. They're saying that I am, but it's just showing up weird on my end.
I just like I can't select you. What the hell?
Yeah,
pick me, Run. Pick me.
You don't show up on my people followed screen, but you are live because I'm on your channel.
Well, that's not great because then how will people? It did reset 2 minutes ago.
You're welcome.
I mean, hopefully people come and check it out. Hopefully we got some followers. And I mean, are you still broadcasting, Run?
Yeah, I'm broadcasting.
Okay, so worst case scenario, people can find us through you. I'll take that.
So if I go to your channel, like manually go to your channel, it shows us up in like the little window of slide panels you can select, but it doesn't. Oh, there now it shows you're live. Okay, now it shows you're live.
I was gonna say people are saying they have to like close and reopen. So
yeah.
Do you have to? I guess you have to stop streaming when you.
You have to stop on one to go to the other, which is the annoying part.
Right.
Yeah, that sucks. You can raid out with either, but you can't switch from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if you guys are having trouble finding Dan, you can come over here. We're all doing the same thing.
I like that they added these new
it shows
titles.
You live. Everything's working now.
They added the titles to Restream, so I can have like Dan and then like the Monguli show underneath. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change that so it's actually like, well, maybe. No, it's fine. They're already here, right? People already figure it out. People are pretty smart. Give them credit.
People are super smart, especially our people.
Yes,
especially our people.
Everyone who is watching us is very, very smart. All the other people, though, we'll just take it as they come.
Yeah, I mean, they'll catch up eventually.
So have you two been watching Alien Earth?
I started it last night, and I got maybe 15 minutes in, and I was so bagged. I was passing out while I was watching. I was like, no, I want to enjoy this. I don't want like it wasn't boring. I was just out of it.
Well, it is a little like, I wouldn't say it's like slow or boring, but it's definitely paced the first episode, but it just picks up, and episode 2 is riveting. I think they did a great job. I'm very happy with it. Is there room for improvement? Certainly. There's a lot to talk about there. I'll wait till you guys see it. But I was very nervous. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you're the biggest Alien fan out of the three of us. So.
I haven't watched it yet, so I've heard mixed things already between the two episodes.
That it's kind of weird. The first episode feels very much like Alien, and the second episode feels more like Romulus. It's
okay.
And that's not giving away anything, but no, I mean that's the feel, like the direction that they use in both episodes is slightly different. The first one has a lot of these flashbacks of dreamscape and weird trippy shit happening all the time, and the scenes and stuff are much more akin to the
first movie. Again, this is set just prior to Alien, right?
Just prior to Alien, it's supposed to be a very early prequel.
The opening scene, I hope this isn't giving anything. I don't think this gives anything away other than aesthetics. Like, I honestly thought for a second, was like, is this the
Alien?
Nostromo?
Right.
Like, they definitely have the oh shoot, I can't think of his actual name. Like the black cast member looks like they casted him 100% to be the black cast member from Alien.
Right. Yeah. I was like, is that the guy? And then of course, like 30 minutes into the movie, he is definitely somebody different. He just looks very similar.
And obviously, like the synthetic is a different person. Like, it's clearly not, but it is so close. You're just like, wow.
Yeah, that one stopped me too. I was like, wait, are we on the Nostromo and this is supposed to be like a recast or something? But no, he just happens to look very similar to one of the same actors.
People are saying the shared chat has stopped. I don't know. I might not even be still in there.
Hold on. It shows mine has stopped also. I'm going to click start sharing again.
If you want to send me an ad, I will. I'll
are you not in here? What happened to you?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, maybe between going offline and coming back online, I sent you an invite. Stopped.
There you go. I sent you an invite so we can be friends again.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we
notify followers? Show chat is on.
Can't we be friends?
I'm going to mute my mic over there because you should be able to hear me through the other way. But other than that, hopefully that works. Thank you for letting us know, Wonderful D. Appreciate you. As per literal always. Share chat started. Perfect. All right. We got like 20 minutes before we start up with this. You guys want to play a silly little game? Do you want to hear about cleaning agents? Extravagant.
I definitely want to get caught up on where cleaning agent has been and what he's been doing, as I need more Will in my life.
Yeah, sad the last 2 weeks with no R rating.
I haven't done anything. I was out and about on a little island most of us. Called Newfoundland, and so the reason we went is my dad was visiting, and my dad was born in Newfoundland 73 years ago, and has not been back to Newfoundland for 70 years. He moved away when he was 3, never had a chance to go back. So he came to visit us, and so he's like, hey, while we're here, we might as well go there. So we planned a trip with him, and we went all the way to a tiny little town called Baillargent, where he was born, and took some pictures right in front of the house he was born in, and walked around. You can't even call it a town. It's a tiny little cluster of houses along the ocean, and it was great. And then we just kind of putted around Newfoundland for a few weeks and enjoyed the sights. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Lots of trees and rocks and water all everywhere. Yeah, we had a good time.
Nice.
Wow, that is not spelt like I thought it would be spelt.
Newfoundland.
No, Baillargent.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Baillargent. Yes. Yeah. No, it's a tiny little a bundle of houses.
I have to zoom out a lot to figure out where I am in the world because I don't even know where Newfoundland is.
We're north of you.
And you'll love it.
Oh, wow. That's not at all. Like I was thinking like way up over by like Iceland or Greenland or maybe over by the UK. That's just off the coast there. Okay.
Yeah, it is. So you'll like this run.
I don't know your sarcasm well enough, apparently. Because I'm honestly like not quite sure if you're being completely sarcastic.
I genuinely did not know where Newfoundland was. So
you know where Canada is, though, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that Canada is adjacent to us, I believe, on the northern border of America.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
I was like, I zoomed out. I was like, wow, that's not where I thought it was.
CA is no Viking. What is that supposed to mean? There is a spot in northern Newfoundland where the Vikings were supposed to have landed. They have like a recreation there of like Viking little village. It's really cool.
There's as far as I know, there's a little like, I don't know what you call it, like a gravestone tower that they used to build from the Vikings way back when. I haven't seen it, obviously. I've never been to Newfoundland, but it's pretty cool. I can't really speak run because we were just doing American trivia with me, and Arkansas is not where I thought it was at all, nor is Colorado. So this is one of those interesting, like, oh, okay.
Oh, good. I don't feel quite so bad.
Everybody's learning.
I would have switched Colorado and Montana like 1,000%. And I would have thought Arkansas was like directly over like Western Texas, like kind of actually where Colorado is, like kind of more over there. So when like Hotep was like, oh yeah, you're going to Atlanta? That's not that far from Arkansas. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty far, but no, it's actually not that bad. Point is, we're all dumb, is what I guess I'm getting at here.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Will, you had a good time on your vacation then?
Indeed, we did. Yeah, it's the first time I went on to a ferry that you drive onto. It was a like 8-hour long ferry ride to get.
Oh wow!
So yeah, we had a little cabin. We had bunk beds. It was fun with me and the strong boy and the wife and hanging out on the ferry. But of course, it has like a restaurant. They did like a little scavenger hunt, and somehow Strong Boy won. He somehow must have conned the people who were giving away the winning item. So it was good. He had a good time. Yeah, it was great. A lot of firsts and a lot of fun was had.
Well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad it was worth your while. I know sometimes going on vacations can actually be more stressful than relaxing. So it sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, the only bad thing was it was just so much driving. We were driving every day, but it's fine. Strong Boy was in the back with his Switch, so he was dead to the world. No problems.
Dan, did you want to talk about you were talking about some Patreon stuff in the back scene? Did you want to talk about that now or save it for later?
Well, you're trying to force that on that one. Yeah.
No. All you have to say is
no.
If you want to find out more about Patreon, go visit the site, and you'll see all the tiers that are available to you.
There you go. There's that.
Is there an exclamation mark Patreon? Do I have that set up? Am I that smart? I hope I am.
No idea about your stream.
It's definitely, don't try it on my stream, guys. It's definitely not going to take you to anything at all.
No, that actually worked out perfectly. Yeah. Exclamation mark Patreon if you're curious. We had a chat member or a community member ask us or approach us about doing something special on the Patreon, and we discussed it amongst the three of us, and we came upon something that was agreeable, and so we added that as a head writer perk or one of the membership campaign levels. So that is now available at the $50 mark, and for that you're going to get not only access to a special part of Discord where you can actually communicate with us directly or the other head writers, but also the head writers will come together and they will decide what movie, it can be any movie, doesn't have to be a franchise, that we will discuss on the last Thursday of the month. Now, I say any movie, there are like certain restrictions, like we're not going to do Triumph of the Will or like that 74-hour movie out of Russia or anything stupid like that. But generally speaking, any normal movie that is readily available on home viewing, we will do.
We're not going to review your home movies from last September. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I mean, select home movies Dan is intrigued in. Just DM him those personally, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah. I will watch those while... Yeah, never mind.
Let's see who's on the thumbnail before we dive into it. And you guys are getting a freaking steal for $50. I was trying to talk Dan into 100 because think about it. It's three guys who are going to spend 2 hours watching a movie and another hour reviewing it. That's
like 3 to 4 hours.
That's like 3 hours times 3 people. That's like 9 man hours that you're getting for $50. I don't even know what that comes out to, but I think that's less than minimum wage. I think it's a steal of a deal. So you should probably make that happen.
Hey, Brian.
The reason
welcome to the entertainment industry, my friend.
Yeah. The reason I put it where I did as opposed to the 100 as you were talking about is because like right now there's one person. So that one person, we'll discuss that later on in the show, can literally tell us to watch any movie he wants. But if it gets
that's
to 2,
why I think
3,
it should be
5,
$100 with all that power.
But it's only power if he's only one person. Once you get to 2, 3, 4, 5, it's a vote. Like, because we're only doing it once a month. So $100 for 10 people, like, hey, we'd make a killing. But that feels like shitty. Like, I don't want to take our $100 and people just ignore your suggestion.
And see, I think it should just be a list, and it's $100, first come, first serve, and we just put you on the list. And the last Thursday of every month, we'll get to the next person who does it. But it costs you $100 for our time. I think that's still almost less than minimum wage at $100, and still a good value. I mean, for us.
Together and watch a movie and review it anyways. Like, we're not doing anything different than we'd normally do.
So don't tell him that. I'm trying to make some money here, man.
I do have the director is $100 a month, and I don't expect anybody to do that. It's there, and you can tell me personally, not the other two guys.
Go fuck yourself.
I'll watch it, and I will give you a 10-minute minimum review of said movie.
Oh, so I could spend $100 and get you alone to review it.
But I didn't ask you guys about that because I don't like. I'm already asking you guys for like 5 to 7 hours of your week.
See, Chad, he's taking all the money right there. He's like, yeah, $100 for me to cut out the other two. This is the entertainment industry for sure.
All right, no, enough of that guy. We're everything is split 3 ways, 100% of the time.
No, I'm happy with it the way it is. I think it's a great setup. So guys, go over to the Patreon account, check it out. If nothing else, help support us so that we can continue doing this, because time is very precious to all of us, and it's not easy for us to actually get in here and do these things on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Jokes aside, all of the money is split 3 ways. I do want to pay these guys for the time. At very least, I'd like to get to the point where I'm paying them like their Netflix bill or something. So at least they're not out any money. Like this month, I think last month I had them watch 2 different movies in theaters. That's time and money out of their pockets for a dream of mine. I'd love to get to the point where we can pay them for that. And Patreon, like I'm talking about the $100 marks. There's also a $1 mark, like literally just anything you have, and literally anything is appreciated. But I want to stop talking about money because it makes me feel gross. I know that self-promotion is a part of this whole thing, but I still don't love it.
Dirty money.
Right? Like it just feels weird. Anyways, I have not heard from Siki in a while.
When are we setting the casting couch level? Probably once we have probably once we have like 50 or so Patreon members, then we'll get a casting couch level signed up there.
You did for now, Jeremy. You did for now, but there's a possibility that down the road it'll be less good for you, but we'll see. Better for us, worse for you. How much? I'll drop it right now.
Wow. That's hilarious.
I feel like at some point I am gonna have to make the Only Dan's website, if only just so I get it before somebody else does. I'll buy the couch and deliver it. Wow, somebody's showing their full hand.
Is there really not an Only Dan's website already?
I looked like 3 months ago when we started making that joke, and there was not one at that time.
Huh.
Which feels like wasted potential, and I should jump all over it. But also money going out versus money coming in.
Yep. Something will be coming out and going in, that's for sure.
Whoa. Sorry. Hello, friend. How are you doing, bud?
Is that a puppy?
That's my puppy. What are you chewing on for? What do you got?
I saw your puppy at the beach. It looked cute as can be.
We haven't been back to the beach with him, unfortunately, but he had a great time. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I tried onlydans.com and it sent me some weird stuff, and I don't want to click on it.
Yeah. What did you expect from Only Dance? What was your best case scenario in that situation? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I really didn't even have expectations. Just click on stuff.
Yep. Click and pray. What a great way to browse the internet.
Hey, I learned through experience. That's just how it works.
Oh, man. Oh.
So
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, other than Alien Earth, have you guys been watching anything else recently? Anything?
Tons of stuff. War Chief on Apple TV.
Okay.
There's a new episode coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be all over that. I'm all caught up on Foundation on Apple TV. I've been watching The Pit on HBO. My wife and I really like that one. I've also been watching Morning Show. Lots of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have tons of time to watch things, so it's like I watch one episode a day, and then it's like a different show every day. But
yeah,
it's like watching cable all over again.
Yeah.
How are you liking Morning Show?
I'm only like 5 episodes in, but I really do like it. It kind of reminds me of like a feminist version of an Aaron Sorkin kind of show. Fast-paced, tempo, behind the scenes kind of thing. Maybe as it progresses, I'm finding it's maybe not quite as smart, but it's still really good. It's still really good. I like it.
Nice. My wife loved it, and she talked me to it almost the exact same way, saying like it almost feels like an Aaron Sorkin show.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first 2 episodes I think I watched with her, and I was just like, everybody's just yelling at each other. Like, just everybody is angry at everybody. Like, does this get better? She's like, eventually. I'm like, I think I'm good. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I need a bit more than just yelling at each other constantly.
I think my favorite part of it is Steve Carell, who, if he didn't look like Steve Carell, I would not know it was him. Like, he does such an amazing job playing a different character that I've never seen him do before. Really enjoy his character. You kind of hate him, but you almost feel sorry for him almost at times, because they talk about him being, being a bad person or being a predator kind of thing. And so you kind of see the difference, and they explore the nuances of all that sexual harassment in the workplace and everything. It has kind of opened my eyes to a lot of that stuff. Like, there was some times when they were explaining it, and I was like, I've never had it explained like that to me. I kind of look back at myself and go, wow, I'm kind of, I've kind of done things like that and didn't even realize that I was doing it. So I think it's really well written, and I think it's a very good show.
Nice. Okay. Might be worth another retry at some point. It was just where I was at the time. I just didn't want to get yelled at for 2 hours. I was like,
yeah.
But Green Tuckin's asking if anyone's seen the new Wakanda animated show. I haven't seen anything Marvel in a little while, which is weird because I'm usually the most Marvel fan centric of the 3 of us. And I've heard great things about the Wakanda show, but no, I haven't checked it out yet. I'm pretty far behind on all that stuff. Haven't seen the new Daredevil. Haven't seen Iron Fist.
I didn't know the Wakanda animated show existed. So
I saw the tile on Disney, and I was like, nope, that's another one I'm going to pass on.
I've heard great things, but I'll check it out and see where we land on it.
Yeah,
what is the reason HR meetings became mandatory?
There's another one that snuck up on me, which was Secret Level. I didn't realize that the next set of episodes had come out, and so I started watching those. That's like a 15-minute commitment to each episode, so it's not a big deal. So I've been kind of sneaking in one of those every once in a while, like on a lunch break or something. I just finished the Mega Man one. I'm enjoying it.
There's another Mega Man one?
It's episode 9 or 10, I believe.
Is it the one where he gains his powers and he like becomes Mega Man?
Yeah, it's the kid one. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I didn't know there was more Secret Level, but I've seen that one a while ago, so I don't know.
When Secret Level first came, like the day it came out, I like those anthology type stuff, and so I watched all of them in one day. And then I never touched it again, and I didn't realize it until just last week that more episodes had come out, and so I picked up where I left off.
Cool. Yeah, some of those I thought were, I mean, with any anthology show, you're going to have great episodes and kind of weaker ones, but there were definitely some there that I really enjoyed, and others I'm like, okay, that was short at least. I liked the Mega Man one, but it was like excessively short. Like that one was like 5 minutes to everything else is like 12 to 15. Like it just felt like it flew by.
Really? I don't remember being that short, but it was, you're right. They could have added a little bit more into it.
Yeah.
He kind of like suddenly just snaps together his little freeze gun and blasts away the enemy, and then like, ha, I'm Mega Man now. And I'm like, okay, well, that was short montage there, but all right.
Yeah. I liked the Warhammer one was really good, but there was also one for a game. I don't even know the game, but it had Arnold Schwarzenegger as one of the voices.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great episode.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of felt like Schwarzenegger was the worst part of that one, but I did like the story, and he played a really great, obnoxious character. So it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it didn't need to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like Arnold, so it was kind of fun that it was, but it didn't need to be. But just the actual episode, I thought was like, oh, it actually has a legit arc. Whereas some of them are just like the Armored Core one is just like, look at badass robots. The end.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Which
like,
was cool. It was super cool, but no arc whatsoever.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It was cool, but like I kind of wanted anything else. But sure.
And poor Will didn't get to watch anything in the past 2 weeks. He hasn't even seen a TV anywhere.
Nope.
Nothing on vacation? Just enjoying the sights and looking at rocks?
When we're on vacation, like in hotels and stuff, we typically watch the Food Channel network.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't have cable or anything, and we like some of the food shows. They're kind of
Did you get on that British baking show that you turned me on to? I love that. That was fantastic.
Well, there's like a kids version now, and we caught a couple episodes of that on vacation. So
are they kids baking or are they baking for kids? Oh, they're kids baking.
Ooh, they're kids baking, and it's the same thing. Like one kid will finish, and one kid's thing is just falling apart, and they'll come over and try to help him and stuff. It's just so adorable. And then they boot one off, and they're all crying. It's great.
Oh man,
yeah, it's super fun.
Anyway. I knew this wasn't where you were going, but for some reason when you said that, like, are they kids baking or are they baking kids? I'm like, what? What dystopian future we live in here?
Baked is what
baked,
I didn't even watch the original season of Twisted Metal.
I watched the first season of Twisted Metal. It was okay.
A good friend of mine is watching Twisted Metal, and he's trying to get me to watch it. And I'm like, the list is long. I'm not sure if it's going to make it.
Yeah. Unless you're like a huge Twisted Metal game fan, I don't know if it's worth it.
I enjoyed like maybe 1 and 2 back on the original PlayStation.
Right.
I don't even know if they made any after PlayStation 2. I don't know if there's ever been like a more modern one or not, but it feels like it was like one of their biggest brands and then it just died. Like they maybe just didn't have any new ideas for it or what, but
yeah, I don't know. Anthony Mackie does fine. And I really like Stephanie Beatrice or whatever her name is from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's great in pretty much everything I've seen her in, but it's like very like, this is Twisted Metal, cheesy humor throughout. And they try to extend the lore and everything into like a TV series. It only half works, I think.
Okay.
Dan, I just realized when I mute my mic to clear my throat, it doesn't mute it for you, does it?
No, I definitely heard you clear your throat just
now. Sorry. I got to figure out how to get that mute button to work on the output that's going to you, but I can't do anything.
You have a Elgato Wave, right?
Elgato Wave 3.
You don't have a button right here?
Yeah, but I got the little styrofoam cover on it.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
I can be like, hold on, guys.
Let me clear my throat in 8 seconds.
Exactly. I need to get the pop filter like you got the cover.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
Yeah, that works good.
Oh, you're also rocking the Elgato.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, we talked about that forever ago. Right. You never see it. You actually have it like off camera.
Yeah, I try to. I hate having stuff. I hate stuff. So
that makes sense.
That's why I went wireless. That's why I got that out of the way. I try to have nothing.
I don't know if I can get it out of the way and still have like, because they say you're supposed to have it close. I've got it too close. Like it's supposed to be like there-ish.
Oh yeah, my sound sucks. You're right, but
no, you sound fine right now.
Actually, you sounds great. Sounds great.
Well, I appreciate that. I try to do everything to fix not having it close to my face, but yeah, I just don't like having things in the shot. I don't know why. It's weird to me. It's just a weird thing. And the other thing is, I really don't mind watching other people who have stuff like I really am like, I never find it in the way for them or anything, except for maybe like Doolum, who's got it like right up in his grill. But yeah, exactly. But usually it's not a problem at all. It's just a me thing. I don't know why.
I bought a shotgun mic just because, honestly, Clean, it was because of you. Your clean shot with nothing in it. And I'm like, how does he make that sound so good? Because when I put my microphone out here, I think like it'll clip my voice and stuff. And I got to shout and everything. I can't, for whatever reason, my filter is terrible. So I tried a shotgun mic specifically because of you. And I was like, I want to try and make this work. And then I couldn't get the shotgun mic to work at all. And so I was like, oh, forget that.
Like I have to get it like it. There.
Oh yeah.
Now it's out of camera, and I have to.
Yeah, you sound like you're shouting from across the room.
Right.
Kind of am.
I do talk loud.
More than twice what it should be.
I'm used to talking loud because I'm always projecting in live theater, things like that. But I could see where coming up in closer would be nice. I could just kind of whisper into the mic.
Oh, that's sexy right there.
It would feel a lot better for everybody.
Oh, my nipples just got hard.
My child could sleep through the night for a change, but instead,
I had to build a soundproof room because I scream a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I am envious of that run. Like I went back and saw like some of the videos because I think that was before I started following you, of you like actually building your studio and whatnot. I was like, I wish I had skills. Like that looks awesome. Like I have a room in the basement, but there's not even a door. So like everything I say just projects around the house.
I have to have AI make this backdrop to compete with your backdrop because yours looks so good with the red and the blue and all the shelves. Like you've decorated nice, that brick wall. That looks so good. And I know you've got a slide across green screen, which is what I wanted to do with mine. I wanted to slide it across. I never did it. It just stapled to the ceiling and stuff. So
well, I don't have it up anymore because like when the camera was right in front of me, it worked. But with the camera being kind of like up, like I like this angle better. Like it's a bit more interesting than just a dead on.
Right.
But it like now the green screen just doesn't work as well. So I need to actually like set it up. So it's a bit trickier than it was before. But it was nice when it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna put this across and now I can do fun things. Every time I'm actually here, I'm thinking like, oh man, I need to change things around because I've got, I don't know if I can zoom out more. Like I've got cooler stuff higher up on the shelves, but then when I'm actually zoomed out on myself, it's like the crappy board games that I don't play anymore. I was like, I should move those to the side and switch things around. And like I've got nice shelving. I should just clean it up a bit so it looks better. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how things turned out.
CA is in court because that's the backdrop he made for Beverly Hills Cop. I have a Beverly Hills Cop background, but it was like the poster of number 2, and it kind of looked like Eddie Murphy was leaning on my shoulder and giving me a creepy look, and I didn't want to do it.
Fair enough. One Pride, if you're in the Discord, would you mind dropping a picture of this sounds weird, your passion arm, like with Gambit and stuff like that? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, everybody wants to see
it. It's personal, that's fine too. Just throwing it out there. I didn't hear from Flint anymore. He get grounded. I think I heard from him not that long ago, but he wasn't around for very long. He just kind of dropped it and be like, hey, and left.
Hey guys.
Well, somebody banned Flint. One of my mods banned Flint from my stream.
Nice.
And because he was like, I don't know. There's always this weird drama that's not like, I just don't care. It's not interesting drama. It's not even exciting. It's like mid-level drama that I could just do without. And it's always going around Flint for some reason, and he wants to have these long conversations with me about it, and I'm like, dude, I just don't care. Just stop pissing people off with these weird little idiosyncrasies of yours or something. I don't know.
I don't know enough, and I'm not going to get into it, but I know he pissed off a guy who I like, and I don't hold grudges on other people's behalf, so I don't care. But I know he pissed off him and got banned from him, and then kind of once that happened, it seemed like it snowballed around to a bunch of different people, whether they are holding a grudge on behalf of the guy or he started actually pissing people off. I don't know. Well, he's never bothered me, so I don't really care one way or the other.
When you upset a mod in the Marvel Strike Force community, you upset a mod in 17 different streams. Like everybody's the same. Like they're all the same mods and everywhere, So if you get banned from one stream, that mod's probably going around banning you from every stream that they mod. I don't know. I don't have a problem with Flint. I think he's fine. You got to watch out because he's an underage kid. So, you got to take precautions. But I think I've already lifted the ban from my stream. So,
Run, do you not have a Discord link set up? Come on, man.
I have a Discord. I have a Discord link. It should go to the.
This is basic streaming 101. Come on.
Hillary,
it was
Will's... find me at the Coalition of Streamers. It works.
Okay.
Discord.
One Pride did. I didn't see the link come up.
I died.
I think it was Run's nipples because Will was talking sexily into the mic.
Yes, that was it. Yes, if we want to talk about that, we can go back.
I didn't. She was asking multiple times, and I figured this would shut her up.
Hillary mentioned that you need a new mic and cam, but you're running out of desk space. You already have a microphone and camera. How would your desk space change if you upgraded them? I don't understand.
Maybe. I know she moved her setup recently to the basement. I don't know what her setup looks like now, but I agree with that logic in theory. Like one mic should take up roughly the same space as another. One camera should take up roughly the same space as another. I mean, unless you're going like full DSLR or something, in which case that could be a bit bigger than the average webcam.
Right.
But...
The mic is my headset and the cam is attached to the computer. Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
You could probably find just if you're going to upgrade your camera, just go to an old cell phone. That's always the best. Almost everybody has an old cell phone with like a broken screen that they didn't bother trading in. And those always work better.
Is like, okay, the camera quality, absolutely. Is it as convenient as a webcam? Because it feels like it's a bunch of hurdles.
You can hardwire it into your computer, and it doesn't take much to make it work. I remember doing it. In fact, one of my scene changes is an old camera that probably isn't even set up right now. In fact, I'm looking at it going, waiting for the connection. So it wouldn't work if somebody used that redemption.
Nice.
Let me fix that real quick here.
Yeah. I mean, keeping it plugged in so it doesn't die is a pretty simple problem.
Yeah.
So if that's your biggest issue, then yes, absolutely use an old cell phone. But I mean, if you're not using your cell phone during your stream, you can use your current cell phone, which probably even have a better camera. But
yeah, that's true too. That's what's annoying, because then you have to like go through and connect it each time, and that's kind of both physically and digitally. Yeah. So, but I went all out and bought myself a big Canon EOS, and that was way over the top of what I needed. I'm completely underutilizing the camera, and I have like a brand new GoPro Black 10, and I never use it. I go on vacations and I forget to take it with me. I'm so sad. It's a fantastic camera. I don't even use that. So
yeah, I bought the OBSBot, the one that tracks me in the room, and it was great for the anniversary, and it's been the Christmas tree and dog camera ever since. It's just like, I just don't like the quality of it as much as the Elgato one. And it's like, all right, that was a potential gigantic.
And I don't move around enough to have a tracking camera. I always wanted to do stand-up shots where I do the weatherman scene and everything, and a tracking camera would be great because I could just stand up out of my chair and it would follow me and I could do that sort of thing, but it just never happened. So
yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. I thought I would use it more for stuff like that, and turns out I'm just super goddamn lazy and just don't get out of my chair ever. So I'm just like, whatever. I'll just be sitting here for 7 hours while I stream, never moving once.
Oh, okay. Fine. Windstorm, I thought you were saying that mullets with cucumber salad was a Mexican food, and I'm like, I've got to try this. That sounds really weird. Obviously, I'm mispronouncing that. That's not mullets. What is that, mulatties or something?
I'm not sure, but I looked it up. So before I was live playing Ori,
I don't know. I can't read it.
I was playing Ori, and chat was talking about food and just brought up like all these things I'd never heard of. They were like talking about cheese and grits. I was like, okay, is that what this is? And they're like, no, it's more like cream of wheat. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck cream of wheat is. It's like,
you've never had grits?
Meat a meal. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck meat a meal is. What are you guys talking about? Like, say actual words. And they just kept like going down this rabbit hole of like all these things that are the same. So I thought he was joking about that, but I'm looking at the picture of it. It's like, oh, these actually look legit. The maletas look actually delicious.
I can't say I've ever partaken.
I mean, this picture almost looked like bruschetta, just with different things on it. But
I'm sure the topping of salsa or whatever can be many a things.
Oh wow, I'm hearing the thunder outside my studio.
Oh, nice. I could use some rain. Send it my way.
Let's wait. Oh shoot, did I miss my window?
Hey, I officially hit 3,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm really happy about that. Unfortunately, it's because the numbers have been going down.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't make much content these days. And you know, whenever you post something of like a different, like I started doing the Sunder Folk Sundays, which is a talk show podcast, tabletop game with us laughing and having a great time, absolutely. But whenever you do that and change genres, you lose people who aren't there for that kind of content. I probably should have made a whole new channel, but whatever.
I tried making a whole new channel, and then it was like, why am I doing this when I've got a monetized channel sitting there doing literal nothing? So the one thing that I saw, I did put like 3-minute ads on. So if anybody wants to head over to Run Stream, go for it. But this way we won't interrupt the middle of the show. I was watching one YouTuber talk about it, and what they did was they actually like unlisted all of their content when they changed channels, so that if somebody's new coming to the channel and looking at your new stuff, they don't get confused by all your old stuff.
Right.
And I was like, that's kind of brilliant. So I took like 20 minutes and just unlisted all of my Marvel Strike Force stuff. Some of it was still getting minor views, but just unlisted all of that. So like if you go to the Monguli show, it is just like actual gaming content.
Well,
I'm like, okay, we'll see how that
works. The thing is, does that affect the way the algorithm looks at your channel and projects your stuff out to the ether? That's what I want to know.
So theoretically, if you come to my channel because you liked, let's say I'm playing Ori right now, and they liked Ori, and then when they're done watching Ori, it's like, oh, do you want to watch this video of Dan playing Ori Part 2 or Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Both of those are the games in the same genre, and they go, oh yes, I would like to watch that. The algorithm will definitely pick up on like, oh, people come, stay, and watch other videos. That's a win. Whereas if the next video up after Ori had been how to unlock Old Man Logan and what's wrong with the meta in April of 2023, they're gonna go, oh, that's stupid, and they're gonna leave. You know what I mean? Like,
so it would benefit me then to delete everything out of there. Now, do you unlist it or do you delete it?
I unlisted, so it's still there if I ever wanted to make like a clip show. I was like, oh man, I really liked that moment. I should try and find that. It's still all there. It doesn't cost me anything. YouTube might hate it, but I don't know that there's a limit to your channel where YouTube goes like, hey, you only have 1,000 subscribers and 5 billion hours of time. We're gonna start deleting stuff. If they do, great. Delete all the MSF stuff. I don't care. I mean, I might keep like the very first episode I ever did just as like a look at my humble beginnings, but I mean, humble beginnings are still happening right now. So,
well, I might try that. Then I might go unlist all that stuff and see if it helps. I was just thinking that the algorithm looks at everything you did, and it gives feedback to people like this channel covers all this stuff. And if you're not actually deleting it out of there, or maybe it I don't know how algorithms work, but I've been told that you should just start a new channel no matter what. But I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to link it to a new email address and start a new channel. I just don't want to do it. So that's what it came down to.
Look at Zero Justice promoting. What a great guy. And it doesn't even have to be us. It can be literally anybody you can use your Amazon Prime subscription with.
Yeah, but mainly me.
Mostly Cleaning Agent. He's not wrong. So Cleaning Agent, were you playing Peak with Commander Faust and whoever Phil is?
Yes, we were. Phil was kind enough to gift me the game. And
do we know Phil, or is that a friend of yours?
Phil's a friend of mine. We know Phil. You might not because you never come hang out, but that's fine.
Fuck you. You're right. Fuck.
Everybody else here knows Phil. Anyway, Peak. We were just bumbling around. We had the guide of like it teaches you what to do and how to do things. We just threw that aside and just tried to climb this mountain. It was so funny, and we died so fast. It was super fun.
Nice. I picked the game up recently, and I'm definitely wanting to give it a try soon.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Brian, I stepped all over there. Who are you shouting over to?
Enola just followed me, probably because you had ads, so they came over, gave me a follow, so they could switch back and forth, which is really smart. And I'm happy to provide an ad-free experience when Dan's ads are running, and then when my ads are running, Dan is providing you with an ad-free experience. Hopefully, we don't have them synced up at the same time.
Well, so now that that's done, that should be all of my ads for the hour. So if we want to jump into the movie now, we shouldn't get interrupted and nobody's like, wait, what was the score? I missed it. So, I mean, I can't imagine we're going to talk for an hour about this film.
It's 14 after the hour. I say we jump into it and get this over with because honestly, I don't think we're going to fill an hour of content.
That's literally what I just said. I don't know if my mic is on or not, but
I don't know about you guys, but I was probably talking a full hour on this movie. I mean, this movie's okay, but it's not great. So let's see how we do. But I don't think we're gonna hit that hour mark.
I don't listen to them at all, chat. I'm just here to talk over them. I just turn my volume up on myself. That's it.
That was the worst kept secret on the internet, Brian. All right, let's jump over. Brian, so first off, I guess, Will, are you ready to go?
Yes, Green, that was the game, Peak, when I was throwing coconuts. I just got to follow me in my ears. I don't think anybody followed me, though. Why would I get that noise?
I mean, you can get it.
You can still get it when you're offline. Yeah. I've been doing absolutely nothing with my headphones on and had someone use the HUD effects on me.
Who just followed me? Fess up right now. Yeah, I'm ready whenever you go.
Enola did.
Thank you, Enola. Thank you so kindly. That was very kind.
Enola, I believe, was a follower I got from Just Pinsy. We got raided one time by like 8 people or like 12 people, and like all 12 of them followed. I was like, thank you. That never happens.
That's awesome.
But Enola is actually one that stuck around and like he's pretty much here every time I've streamed since. So
now, great. Enola, is your name alone backwards with extra E's, or is that just you like the name, or what's? I'm just kind of curious about that.
I assumed it was an Enola.
Yeah.
What? Now somebody's just effing with me. What is happening?
Screw Appreciate you, Justice. We don't need it. We can mess with them anyway.
Oh, good. A new way to mess with clean. That's all I need. All right. I love it. All right, let's do this thing. Let's
thank you for the follow, Zero Justice.
Let's speak nothing but highly of this movie.
I mean, then it'll be a real short episode.
That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Beverly Hills Cop 3, 1994. Apparently, every time a friend of Axel Foley's gets shot, it leads him right back to Beverly Hills to take down another criminal organization. Unfortunately, this time, John Taggart, action, and comedy have all retired, leaving us with nothing but a rundown theme park with stale popcorn.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our rating, the show where I get together with 2 of my friends. We take a movie franchise, break it down by movie, give it a score, throw it on the board, and see where it lands compared to the other movie franchises. I'm joined today, as always, by my friends Will and Brian. Brian, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Dan. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you, Will?
Oh, I'm super fine.
Excellent. Now, this is our first episode in a couple of weeks. We did take a little bit of a break off, middle of summer. Everybody had a bit of stuff to do. Will, you were off on a trip to Newfoundland. How did that go for you?
I'm back.
That's excellent. That's all we really needed. And what a one to come back on. Here we have the 3rd movie in the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. This was my first time watching this one. I'd only ever seen the first movie before, so 2, 3, and Foley are all new ones for me. How about you, Brian? Is this your first time watching Beverly Hills Cop 3?
I'd never seen 3. I haven't seen anything else after this. So fresh out of the gates for me on this one.
And what about you, Will?
I've seen it before.
Oh, so this must have stung that extra little bit more.
Sometimes a little pain goes a long way.
Fair enough. Now, the thing with this movie, you kind of mentioned it in your opening, Taggart, action, and comedy all retired. I have mixed feelings on this movie because I think it's relatively competently made. I just think it makes the brutal sin of being really dull.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, the director was John Landis, who has made many film, but also kind of went through a dark period in the Twilight movie where he went to court for the death of a couple of kids. So, did he ever recover? It doesn't look like it. And so, I don't think he's an action director, though. And we're just coming off of number 2, where we had an action director, the director from Top Gun and so forth. So I think the action really took a hit in this. The comedy took a hit because Eddie Murphy wanted to be a serious actor.
Yeah, I was reading something where essentially, he was a bit depressed because most of his movies recently had not been doing all that well. But also he decided, for whatever reason, that now Axel Foley is getting older. He's not a kid anymore, and now he's more serious. And it's like, but it's a comedy. Why would you make that decision before walking into a comedy?
Yeah.
What do you think, Brian? Where do you land on the action comedy genre of this one?
This movie wasn't fun. I just the comedy was completely missing. It didn't even feel like they were trying for jokes in this one. So there was no comedy for me, and the action was just stupid, nonsensical, scenes that just I don't even know. This one hurt to watch, guys. This one hurt to watch.
Let's start at the beginning, because this movie, all the Beverly Hills movies, kind of start off with some sort of action scene that kind of kicks off the movie and the story all at once, right? And this one does that. The most action we get, though, is some mechanic doing a cartwheel while lip syncing to a song. Right? That was the most action I saw.
It was a really odd choice to have like a little musical there before things got started. I don't really know where they were planning on going with that. It wasn't like bombastic enough to be funny. It was just kind of weird, like, what is happening right now?
But it did set the tone for the rest of the movie, because I was asking that same question for its entirety.
That's fair. But this actually felt like it was a bit, whereas most of the movie didn't even feel like it had bits. It just lacked comedy entirely. Like I'm not the biggest fan of the comedy in the first two movies either. I thought the movies were better than this by far. Mm-hmm. But like I wasn't laughing out loud at mostly any of it, but I could at least tell they were attempting for comedy and it was working for other people. Brian just mentioned like the jokes weren't hitting. I honestly don't remember there being very many jokes at all.
There weren't. Yeah, there wasn't really that many jokes. In one, we had a lot of scenes where Foley was talking his way into situations and just kind of ad-lipping things, and it was very funny, and that's what really made that work, the freedom to do that. In two, they kind of like forced more of those situations into it, and it was okay, but it was a little over the top. And then in three, those situations were gone, and all of the kind of like ad-lib stuff just didn't land or didn't really go anywhere, or just flat wasn't funny at all. And so I think like there were scenes when characters were laughing about situations and I'm like, dude, you've got a bullet hole in your chest. Why are you laughing? Like, this isn't funny. Like, you guys are about to die. You're all sitting around joking about this situation. Like, we're playing the wrong music. This is not like, I don't know. Maybe it was that thing, kind of like in Last Action Hero where, he's dying and then they get him inside the movie and the doctor's like, are you kidding me? This is a scratch. Get him on his feet. Let's walk out of here. Where in the movies, you can survive a lot more. But like at the end of that movie, like those guys were all shot up pretty bad and they're all sitting around clowning about it. Like one guy passes out. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's dying.
Yeah. Rosewood like actually faints and they just giggle about it in the corner. Yeah. It was pretty odd.
It wasn't funny. It wasn't It wasn't funny to me at all.
I agree. Yeah. I think there was a lot of comedy written into this that obviously didn't come across as funny because the movie is just so poorly executed. I think between the director not getting the Eddie Murphy they thought that would maybe save the comedy in this movie, the numerous script rewrites and huge trouble they got to get a director, to get a screenplay, to get a budget. I think this thing was just doomed from day one. And unfortunately, it was made and probably made some money. So there you have it. But it did kill the franchise for 30 years, though.
Yeah. Can either of you... that Foley is the next one, Axel F, is better by a pretty significant margin. It's not quite up to the first standard, but it's at least in like the 1 to 2 range. So I have high hope. Well, not high hopes. I have some hope that the next one won't be this. I did want to touch on something super quick. I apologize, Brian. Keep your thought. Okay. You mentioned the 3 cops being like shot at the end and they're like joking and whatnot. It's very I believe it's very famous that like cops, fireworkers, like first responders have very, very dark senses of humor. And that's kind of how they survive what they go through on a daily basis. Having worked in a jail for 18 years, I can say, yes, we have very dark senses of humor, but it's not like, oh, I'm shot. Like that felt so untrue to me. It's like, I could absolutely see them joking in that situation, but not the way that they are, where there's like, wow, you got shot. You're shot. It was so wrong.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian, go ahead.
No, you're right. The way that they handled that situation was terrible. What I wanted to ask you guys is, Do we understand what was the choice to make this whole movie play out in a theme park? Was because this is Beverly Hills. Was like Disney World like just super hyped at the time of filming this? Was there a reason that they cast this in the theme? Like all of it takes place in a theme park. And I'm like, this is a money printing scam that they're doing in the back of this theme park. And you've got security people who are like heavily armed guys that are not what you would see at the security at a theme park. Nothing matched up or made any kind of functional sense to me. And then all of the like action sequences that happened in the theme park seemed absurd. Foley climbing on that little spider contraption. The effects were terrible, absolutely terrible. And then why he was doing it didn't even seem to make any sense to me. Then they're blowing things up with rockets at the end and popcorn's flying everywhere. Never mind the fact that everybody's got a machine gun and nobody can hit anybody until the very end. And they do that all with pistols, by the way. Like it was just everything. I don't understand the setting and how that played into the rest of this film.
There was one scene specifically, it made me laugh in the wrong way, like because of how poorly it was done, not because it was funny, where one of the bad guys is in the gondola ride or something, like half a mile away, shooting his machine gun at the straight-laced cop. I don't even remember his name. And
the
he's
Taggart replacement.
Stop shooting at me as I'm in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And he picks up a machine gun and shoots the guy in the gondola from however far away and like hits him in the first 3 bullets and he falls out. I'm just like, okay. Yeah.
The cops always hit their target. The bad guys are stormtroopers. It was terrible.
Every time.
Yeah.
So the reason Taggart wasn't there is John Ashton, the actor who plays him, was signed on originally, but because there was so much back and forth, dropping of directors, fighting, Paramount didn't want to give this movie any kind of budget. There are so many issues with the script that when they actually got to filming, he was already signed on for a different contract for a different project. So they had to recast him. And so that's why you get the bit of, oh, he's retired. This is the guy who's now playing him. He's about to retire. You know, it's literally a drop-in character that's supposed to be Taggart. And you can kind of tell throughout, right? He's like the straight-laced of the three.
Yeah, one line of dialogue to explain it away. I wish they would have just said he retired and like left him out, because this drop-in character did almost nothing in the film. He really wasn't even required. Or let's bring in somebody completely new and different and freshen it up then. Don't do this drop-in character who's supposed to fill that role. It was lazy.
I honestly thought that he was going to be a traitor, because he was talking multiple times throughout the movie about like this was his retirement plan, was to work at this theme park. Like that's what he wanted to go and do, and it didn't really make sense for him to be in the movie otherwise. So that's why
that would have been interesting.
Okay, like that would have been something. And then you even get a scene where the bad guy who's printing the money opens the door and he's like, "Oh, it's you," and he gets shot. And I'm like, "Oh, they are actually doing it. They're actually making this the reveal." And then, honestly, God, I don't even remember what the reveal was. I just don't care. But I was like, this was the hardest watch possibly of any movie we've done. Yeah, because some movies are really good, and some movies are so bad like you can't look away. And this was the one time where I was like, I was on my phone constantly in this movie. I had to rewind so many parts. I'm like, wait, did I like when they're at the funeral describing the theme park and how they got from A to B on that is wild. Yeah. And I had to watch that like 4 times. You're like, am I missing something? Like, how did they just connect these dots? This is so stupid. But then like the next scene happened, I'm like, and I don't care anymore. And I'm like flipping through my phone. I'm just like, it was rough. It was a rough watch. And I don't think it was incompetently made. It just didn't know what it wanted to be. And it didn't bring enough action to be an action movie, enough comedy to be a comedy, enough charm to be likable. It was just boring. Yeah. And that's really the worst thing I can say about almost any movie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just kind of phoning it in at that point, and it shows big time. It shows.
And I kind of felt like they stuffed a lot of things into this movie because they wanted to kind of pump it up. Like there were actually a lot of stars throughout. They brought SARS, whatever, the guy that built a gun, the big toaster gun or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. They brought him back. He was a funny character, but he almost had like a new attitude. Surge, yeah. And he almost had like a new attitude in this because he was all about guns, and they kind of like changed his character a little bit. It was okay. He was still probably one of the better parts, honestly. The toaster cannon was funny, but almost in like a Naked Gun kind of funny. Like it was so stupid. Nobody's gonna put a boombox on their missile launcher / machine gun / toaster oven / tire changing tool. Like it was just dumb.
And his bit was way too long, right?
His bit was way too long, and they stuffed a lot of things into this movie to try and like pump it up, and none of the pieces really added any value to it. It wasted time is what most of it did. Like with Surge being too long.
Going off of that, I spent most of my time, because I did catch there was a couple of cameos in this movie. So I spent most of my time researching all the cameos that were in this movie, because there is a lot. There's a lot, and he was one of them. I mean, they brought him back obviously from the first movie, but here's some other names that you may have seen throughout Beverly Hills Cop 3. And you can all tell me if you saw these people, or ask yourself, why did these people ever agree to be in this movie? One standout was Al Green, played the minister at the funeral, singing Amazing Grace. You all know Al Green, singer-songwriter, very good. Another was John Dante, who we know from Gremlins, the director of Gremlins. He played the jailer in the movie that is like, hey, you made bail. And then Rosewood stands up and he's like, not you. So that was director John Dante. Why is he in the movie? I'm not sure. And then there's some more obscure ones. Peter Medic, a TV and film director, known for Changeling, The Craze, and Species 2. He played a man at the corner. So very, very slight. Just why are they in this movie? Arthur Hillier, bring it on. Bring on the Canadian flag. Clean's Canadian alert. This guy is a Canadian TV and film director from Alberta. He was Oscar nominated for his movie in 1970 called Love Story. And he's done plenty of TV and movie direction throughout the years. And he was just playing a bar patron with a couple other guys. Another bar patron, Ray Harryhausen, was known for special effects. A lot of the Sinbad Sailor movies back in the day. Just all come into this movie for I don't know why. There's more.
Don't forget George Lucas.
Yeah, you ruined my joke.
Sorry.
John Singleton, writer, director of Boys in the Hood, Shaft, Higher Learning. Also directed Too Fast, Too Furious, which obviously we're going to be covering here on our rating soon. He played a fireman in the movie. The list goes on. And my joke was going to be, and then there was this guy named George Lucas, who's known for something, but I can't really remember what.
Sorry. Well, he played the disappointed man. I guess I disappointed everybody on that one. Sorry.
No, there's 2 or 3 other like famous entertainment based people in this movie, and I'm just like, what is going on here? It's crazy. Even the theme park Walt Disney guy is the dude who played Scrooge McDuck for many years. That's who he was. Like
Uncle Dave.
Yeah, Uncle Dave.
Yeah, Uncle Dave.
And the guys who wrote the theme song for whatever this stupid theme park was called, Wonderful World or whatever, were the same creators of It's a Small World After All, Disney composers who have gotten numerous accolades for composing different Disney films. It's crazy the amount of talent that was seen in this movie without any talent being displayed in this movie. It's unreal. It's unreal.
That's incredibly well put.
Yeah. So that's what I did while watching the movie. Because
I appreciate that, because that's going to add some time to the length of this video, and that's great.
I couldn't be bothered to enjoy the thing because there's not really much to it. I mean, really was, like you said, it just comes down to boredom. Again, at the beginning of the movie, like the initial kickoff that should get you amped is this like mechanics, and he's going to raid them and save the day. And the action sequence is so bad when the bad guys are shooting other bad guys. They literally don't react to anything else that's happened prior. 10 guys get shot throughout this scene, but everyone's just working away until they're cut of, oh, what's going on? They get mowed down. Turn to the other guy painting. Oh, what's going on? He gets mowed. There's zero actual action or reaction in this movie. And it's so terrible. I just can't. I can't with this.
Honestly, the dance sequence by the mechanics at the beginning, I loved it. It was one of the best parts. It didn't fit. It was nothing to do with this movie. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. I enjoyed it. I thought those characters were interesting and funny, and I wanted to know more. They were like hitting each other, like, no, man, you're screwing up my moves and stuff. That was kind of funny. Had nothing to do with this film, and I don't know why it was in it. And then it switches to this shootout between bad guys and bad guys, or bad guys and more bad guys, I guess I should say, because like the car chopper guys, they weren't like super bad. Obviously, they're dancing. I think maybe that's what it was for. They showed them dancing and being funny and lovable, so you felt bad that they were getting mowed down relentlessly, because apparently they have like the world's best earplugs and didn't hear all their friends being shot while they were spray painting the hood of a car. Yeah, you're right, Clean. It was a terrible intro to the movie, which really set the tone of it. None of this makes sense. You're not going to like what happens, and it's pointless.
It is pointless.
Now, I have to ask, did any of you actually feel bad that they were getting shot? Like, did the dance scene work for you in connecting with these chop shop workers?
Maybe the first guy that got shot, but after the third guy wasn't paying attention and turned around and got shot, I was like, you fucking deserve that.
Yeah, there's the one guy in the spray booth who did have like pretty hefty headphones on. I was like, okay, I can kind of get him. But everybody else is like, what's going on over there, guys?
Well, the guy who was sitting in the car with the windows rolled down, like working on the stereo or something, and he didn't see that. Like, what are you doing?
Just stay down. Like, I don't think they could have seen you if you just stayed there. Like, that's a lot of gunfire. I think we're gonna hang out here for a minute. Terrible. Now, the other thing is, it led into a scene where you've got, I don't remember his name, the detective, like Nick Foley's boss for the last 2 movies, and he shows up on the scene and he ends up getting shot, and we're supposed to
emotionally
connect with him. Like, he is the core for this movie happening. Like, this is why Axel Foley is sent on this trip to Beverly Hills for the 3rd time. And like, I just don't care. Like, he was not a compelling character in either of the movies before, and he's kind of the jerk character. And now we're supposed to believe he was like his father figure or something and taught him everything he knew. And you're just like, okay, like, this doesn't do as much for me as you think it would. And you mentioned Taggart retiring, and like Foley as to what, like, that was entirely for our benefit. That Foley goes like, oh, where's Taggart? He's like, oh, he retired. They're going on fishing trips and stuff that we've seen with them. Like, I feel like Foley would have known that his retirement was coming up, right? Like, that seems like the relationship we're left to believe after the 2nd movie. It felt weird that he's like, oh, I haven't heard from this guy in a while, but now I'm like super close with this guy who I hated the last couple of years.
Yeah, and Sergeant Todd even made a dumb joke on his deathbed there. It was kind of stupid.
It was just so bad. He was just like, Foley, you want a coffee break?
Yeah.
Get your ass over and get those guys. And then he dies.
And then they even bring that joke back up later on when he's like, yeah, his dying words were about you. And she's like, no, it wasn't. He's like, yeah, actually, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a really bad joke.
He told me, he asked me if I was on a coffee break and told me we'll get those guys. And that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe I should do that.
Okay.
It wasn't funny the first time.
My biggest problem is that they just changed that character. He was this like loud, like police chief guy who was always up Foley's ass, and like for all the right reasons in the 1st and 2nd movie. And in this one, he's just like, I'll just watch. You pulled SWAT. I wouldn't pull SWAT for a knitting circle or some stupid thing he said. And then he's like, oh, well, I'll just watch. He's not the same character, so you don't even care. Even if you would have at least given him a hard time, something that we know it's the same guy and we could relate and care about him, and Foley would feel worse because he's like, oh, damn, he was right. He's always been right. I feel horrible. That gives him motivation. Like, there was nothing. And that was like, at that moment, I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm out of this movie. There's no care for anything. And to double down, at the end of the movie, he doesn't care. He's never mentioned again.
Yeah.
he just finds Uncle Dave and he's like, oh, I'll be Uncle Dave's buddy instead. And then he gets shot.
So, yeah, it was interesting how I totally lost my train of thought. There's something there.
There was something there.
Oh, sorry. Not only did the detective's character change drastically, but like Axel Foley isn't the same character from the other ones. No. Like not once does he like do that fast talking thing where he gets himself in or out of a situation. It feels like Judge Reinhold was the only person playing the same character. Like we don't get Taggart, we don't get the Beverly Hills detective or chief of police. We don't get Paul Reiser. Like the only two people of the three people we get, two of them are completely different characters. And it actually could have been interesting if we get the fast talking comedic Foley, and that's what gets the detective killed, and then you see him grow up and be like, well, I should play more by the book, because you're right, he was always right and I was always messing around, and it cost somebody this time.
Yeah,
that could have been an emotional core of this character and why he changes and tell that story, but instead it's just he's just boring and depressed from the very get-go. It's just like
you had lots of opportunities for characters to go through some arcs and changes here, and none of them happened. Billy was humorous in his new role, or tried to be humorous in his new role. Like I still liked Billy was Billy, right? But he was in a new role, and they tried to do some jokes where he was like over the top. Like in 2, he went over the top with his guns, and in this one, he went over the top by commanding all these forces to go find that green van or whatever it was, and there were opportunities there for him to, grow up a little bit. And I think he should have been the one who kind of got grounded and kind of grew up, if not for Foley. I mean, Foley would have been a great choice, like you said, Dan. But if they're not going to do that, then let's see, Billy bring the right people in at the right time and do the right thing. Instead, we got Billy getting shot, making jokes about being shot, and it was stupid.
It would have been kind of interesting to see Judge Reinhardt's Billy, like he's been affected by his outings with Axel, and have him try to get himself in or out of a situation by doing the fast talking thing. I know that that's not really in Judge Reinholdt's like wheelhouse, but that would have been something.
Well, let's face it. If they would have done anything different at all in this movie, it would have been an improvement. What's sad is that there were competent people making this film, and it is still so horrible, absolutely horrible to watch.
Now, okay, I'm gonna interrupt you there for a second. You might have been done actually. I will die on the hill that this movie was boring as fuck. Sorry, boring AF. I don't know that it was poorly made in the same way. Like we reviewed things like Neverending Story 3 or like Home Alone 4. Those are atrociously made movies.
Amateur.
Does this feel on that level with you? Like I would say that this is competently made slop. Versus or competently made but boring, versus those movies that are just like shovelware.
Aside from the special effects, yeah, I think this was competently made, boring, just terrible writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, except for, again, the action sequences are all over the place. Like when he's on the spider and it's all green screened, like it's not good.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
He's like jumping from thing to thing. The skyline is pure blue sky. Then it's like light clouds swirling. Then it's dark clouds. It almost looks like it's going to rain. Like there's a lot of bad filming and editing going on in this. So is it completely competent? I don't think so. Was some of that done for the jokes that fell flat? Probably. But it comes together and just looks bad. And I think that's the worst, almost the worst part of this movie is got to be the action. And it's supposed to be an action comedy. They've all been action comedies. This one was more just a comedy that's not funny. And the action is just abysmal.
The action is at least present. It's not good, but it's at least there. I think the comedy just is missing entirely.
I mean, there's
mostly entirely. Like there's a couple of things here and there where they're clearly trying for something.
It's hard to say that, we talk about how comedy is different for each person. It's different for the viewer and everything. I'd have a hard time finding anybody that would say this movie was funny. Like I just don't see it. These were poorly written jokes, bad timing, bad taste. Everything about them was horrible. And then when you combine it with such horrible action sequences, when Foley has that stupid gun and he's trying to shoot those two guys who like shoot at him, and then he takes cover, by the way, behind like a bench made of balsa wood, which is not blocking anything, and they still can't hit him. It's a literal park bench with slat boards, and they're not hitting him with Uzis. It was ridiculous. And he stands up and he tries to shoot him, and instead it plays music or bakes a pie or something. I don't remember what that stupid gun did.
It played music multiple times.
Right, yeah. And they keep walking towards him, and they look at each other with this weird look that I don't know. They must have been extras with absolutely no acting career at all, because even the look that they gave each other wasn't like it looked totally fake. It looked like if you grabbed somebody off the side of the street and said, "Hey, I want you to give your friend a suspicious look." It was terrible. And this sequence went on for like a full 60 seconds of this nonsense until things start blowing up like crazy. It's dumb.
Sorry, go ahead.
But I think that was supposed to be comedy.
I know, it was supposed to be comedy combined with an action sequence, and neither of them land.
Right, no. Because neither is good, but they tried to do comedy, I think, to cover the lack of action, right? They're like, oh, what's funny? He's behind this park bench that is literally slated and they can't hit him. That's
you think that was actually the comedy part? I thought that was an attempt at the action.
If you've watched the other stuff this director's done,
tell.
It's like Blues Brothers. He directed Blues Brothers, which I think is a pretty fun movie. It's got a lot of fun jokes. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, a lot of the actors, I think, carry that. But the action, the only thing the action is cop cars just piling on each other, right? That's all there is for action. He doesn't know how to do action, so I think he covers it with all of these jokes. He's like, oh, let's just throw more jokes and more jokes on top of it. Let's have this big, ridiculous gun that plays multiple news radio stations instead of doing what he needs it to do. Yes. But they just overplay it, so it kills both the action and the comedy, and the whole thing fizzles out. And Eddie Murphy wasn't there to charm his way through it. Eddie Murphy was checked out like so hard that he maybe could have brought this up maybe a mark or two, but he didn't even try. No. So I think it was.
I think Eddie Murphy's charm could bring this up quite high if he was like on his game.
Sure, yeah. If it was height of comedic Eddie Murphy, sure.
Because I would let a lot of the action slide if it was
movie,
funny.
Though. I think it would be a way different movie then.
For sure, but I could let the action slide pretty hard if it was funny.
It's sure
because then you would laugh at these scenes as opposed to being like not only is Eddie Murphy checked out, you the audience are checked out by the time you get to the scene with that ridiculous gun. Like, let's be honest.
But that said, go ahead.
Sorry, I thought to go back to Brian's part from a second ago. When he's like standing up and trying to shoot and like a net comes out and it doesn't even land at the guys, like it doesn't even have enough power to get to where they are, let alone do anything to them. And then he tries again, and then he tries again. It almost looked like the extras were confused, like the gun itself, like the prop was malfunctioning and he was supposed to have done something else to them. And they're just like, I don't know what to do now. Like, what do we do? Like, I guess we just keep walking forward. Cause like those guys should have shot him like 98 different times, but it was almost like the actors were like, that didn't do what we're supposed to do. Like, what's next? What's the actual scene supposed to play out like? I don't know. The whole thing was just brutal.
And even more bad writing and frankly, maybe not bad acting. I thought she did a decent enough job for what she was supposed to do. I just hated what they were making her do was Theresa Randall as the character Janice, who was instantly in love with Axel Foley out of nowhere, couldn't even control herself, stuttering at his sight. And Axel didn't even seem that excited by her. He was checked out of this entire movie. Man, if Theresa Randall gave me a second look, I would drop everything and give her my full attention. And his character just wasn't even picking up on it. I mean, until they finally got around to it. But like, she was over the top mad for him and he was not there at all. There wasn't much chemistry between those two. And then at the end, they're like, hey, yay, you're heroes, confetti everywhere. And she's like, I'm going to wheel you backstage, and starts carting him off in his wheelchair. And then he smiles for the camera. And I'm like, you guys had no connection this whole movie. This is dumb.
I don't remember what she says to him, but like it's like she dropped every pretense. She was like kind of being subtly flirty the whole time, and then by the end she's just like, I'm gonna climb you like a tree or whatever it was.
He's in his stupid elephant costume the whole time.
Yeah.
That was a little bit funny.
He's like, how long has it been closed? And then she's like, way too long. And he's like, I'm talking about the ride. Like, I'm working here. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's been closed too. It's been closed too.
I wish wearing that stupid elephant costume.
Now, we don't usually talk about what chat's saying, but somebody said, how much of this being rated PG-13 do you think affected the comedy of the flick? It was rated R. Believe it or not, this movie's rated R. Just because it's in a theme park and all the comedy is for 10-year-olds, there's still F-bombs throughout this movie. There's still violence. There's still, innuendos, things like that going on. It is a rated R movie. It just doesn't come across as one because it is so foolish. Yeah. And the action is so bad that you wouldn't believe it. And so that's totally fair comment. It is rated R.
Before we wrap this up, is there anything positive that either of you guys can say about this film? Anything that you enjoyed? Anything that you thought was a memorable, positive experience?
Go ahead, Dan. I'm sure you have a long list.
Positive is tough. I would say
acceptable.
The shining light of this movie, as low of a bar as it is, was Judge Reinhold. Like, he was the one character who made me chuckle like once. Like, he was the one character who's still playing the same character. He's the one character who felt like he showed up ready to play. Did he do a great job? Did he have great lines? Not. It was fine, but like at least he felt like he was there for the movie that we were being sold. Whereas everybody else was just kind of like, oh, all right, well. That's lame. That's the best I can give you, but honestly, that's kind of the best I can give you.
Yeah, for me, it's similar. There's not a lot, but there's so many half-assed jokes. At least a couple of them did land for me, and it's like the stupidest stuff that you're just like, okay, that was kind of funny. Like, he's running past the train that's like singing its little song, and then the guards are like running past, and somebody just inadvertently but obviously steps on it, and the thing was like it like made a sound as if it got hurt by getting knocked over. Like, what is that? It is so stupid, but to be things that are that stupid are kind of funny. But the funniest part of the movie to me is at the spider ride scene where he's like jumping around and it cuts to the audience shots, and the mascots are there as well. And the mascots' faces are just so funny. Like, they handpicked these mascot faces. When there's one that's like looking up, like, what's going to happen? And at another point, they're like, one's looking down and covers the kid's eyes. It's like, it was pretty funny because it's like, there's nothing good to watch. There's nothing suspenseful, but at least the mascots are like so invested. And it was funny to me.
What about you, Brian?
Nothing. There's nothing in this movie.
Wow. You brought up the question. You have no answer whatsoever. Yeah, the music.
Anything describing. Oh, the music was terrible. The music was terrible.
And you know what? If you guys, a lot of times on the Discord, you guys can show up and vote for these films. And we had this open voting session where you could just click your mouse as many times as you wanted and spend your channel points to vote. And I was pushing the button trying to get this movie over another. I regret that decision. I'm sorry, Wonderful D. I know you were pushing the button for the other set of movies. I don't remember what they were. I apologize. I regret my choice on this. I wish I hadn't done that. I'm very sad that I sat through this movie.
I think the other option was Naked Gun.
Yeah, we should have gone that.
The new one with Liam Neeson. I haven't seen it yet, but all the reviews I've been hearing are that it's actually really funny. And I'm like, man, the path we could have taken.
If the other choice was watching the paint dry on the side of my house, I think it would have been more entertaining for me than this film. I really really regretted this.
Amazing. Nice. Hey, we suffer for our art. That's the saying.
This is art.
And we are fully invested. So thank you. Thank us for suffering so that you don't have to. Right? Nobody has to watch this movie now because we watched it on your behalf.
Yes.
And now you know it's not worth ever watching.
And you know what?
First one. Stick with the first one. The second one's, it's okay. I guess
I like the second one.
If you really like the first one, check out the second one. And then we good. We'll tell you next week, though, if Axel Foley's worth even streaming because it's on Netflix.
It's free and it might not be worth it.
One thing I'd like to kind of push here at R Rating is that when we see bad movies that don't deserve to be, that their sequels were terrible, that their sequels are money grabs, and we tell you guys, don't watch this film, we mean it. Don't watch this film. We don't want to promote garbage like this. We want a higher quality of cinema, and I hope that our bad and negative ratings keep you guys from wasting your time and money on those films, and that you go, you move more towards the better films that we talk about, where there's actual talent, where there's good writing, where there's excellent special effects and practical effects that are used. And so I hope that you guys actually take to heart when we say, this is terrible, don't watch this. We don't want to see this kind of stuff being made again and again.
Well, some of us. Right. Dan likes his trash.
What? All right. I'm going to do the Patreon shout out, and then we can move to rating.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. If you like what we do and you want to support us, go on over to Patreon. There's a link down below. Huge shout out to our sponsors from the executive producer level, Real Bubba Hotep and Dino, and from the new head writer Honcho, and from the new head writer section, Elder JM 990. Head writers are able to choose movies that we'll review on the last Thursday of the month, and we're yet to hear what he's got for us, but I'm sure it's a winner. How do I get off this?
And thank you guys for donating. Appreciate that. We really do. Every little bit helps us, and we hope that we are giving you your money's worth and then some.
And I can't wait to get trolled and into watching just horrible movies.
So Elder Jam approached us about this tier, so he's clearly got a movie in mind. I don't know, like, so far he's the only head writer. He might have like 9 movies in mind if he wants to stick around for 9 months, but I'm curious what it was that he's like, that's worth $50 to me.
Oh,
we'll have to see. It's not next week, it'll be 2 weeks from now, right? Where's my calendar?
For the end of the month, yeah, the 28th.
So we got a little bit of time, which is good. But yeah, if you can get that, Jeremy, if you're still here, if you can get that to us sooner rather than later, so we have a chance to check it out, that'd be wonderful.
We'll shoot you a DM, Patreon fan.
Yeah, I need to make I said there'd be a special Discord section. I haven't even made it yet because I wasn't expecting anybody to jump on it quite as quickly as that. But oh well.
There you have it. All right, let's get into rating this beautiful, beautiful gem.
Sounds good.
Am I going first?
Always.
As per always.
Do I always go first? Okay. Whatever.
For a very long time now.
All right. Okay. What can I say about this movie that I thoroughly didn't enjoy it? On my scoring, how I score these movies, we all score them differently, by the way. One of my categories is, did I have fun? And I gave it an absolute 0. I did not enjoy any portion of this movie other than the dancing mechanic scene, and I was so offended by the following shootout that it nullified that. And so this movie overall got a 22 for me. Our conversation here didn't change that a bit. I don't think this is a movie that anyone should go see. I don't think that you should ever speak of it again, and I hope it gets lost into the depths of obscurity.
Pulling no punches, and I love every second of it. Okay.
22, he said, eh?
He did. All right, for me, this conversation actually did bring this score down a decent amount, actually. I had it a little bit higher because, as I've been saying, like, it was boring, but it wasn't that poorly made. And then these guys back to actually point out all the parts where it actually was poorer made than I thought it was. I guess maybe I looked at my phone a bit too much during this movie and I missed some of the things they were talking about. But this is one of those movies where there's just really nothing redeeming it. And unfortunately, you're right. Like the fun factor on this one is probably the lowest of any movie I've recorded for R rating. Even movies that I liked less than this movie, at least were like awful train wrecks that I couldn't take my eyes off of. This movie, I could barely keep my eyes on. There was just nothing drawing me back into it. And that's probably the worst sin, especially when you've got people behind the camera and in front of the camera that are as talented as these people are, to make something this bad and call it, a sequel is just absolutely rough. My score has fallen not quite as far as Brian's, but all the way down to a 36 for this movie. I agree, though. Don't watch this one unless you absolutely have to.
It's almost worse because there's like Will listed all the talent that appears in this movie and is completely wasted. There's competence behind it. And it almost makes me more angry and want to score it lower for putting out such trash in the end.
That's a fair point, to be perfectly honest. Like, as opposed to something like Neverending Story 3, where it's like, okay, that one has Jack Black. Neverending Story 2, where there's really nobody of talent on screen or off screen, and you're just kind of like, oh, this is really bad. But like, of course it was. Right? Like, of course, or Home Alone 4 is maybe a better example.
Yeah, Home Alone 4 for sure. I laughed at Home Alone 4 because it was so bad. I was like, that is such amateur when they're decorating the tree and the camera angles and stuff. I'm like, this is the worst cinematography I've ever sat through.
But you're also not expecting anything from it.
Right, yeah.
Whereas like you walk into this one expecting...
I expected something. A lot more than I got on this. I knew it was going to be bad, but I expected way more than a 22 score.
Yeah. Well, we'll bring it home.
All right, let's bring it home. This movie, what can we say that hasn't been said? Don't watch it. Wait, we said that. It's a disaster. It's not funny. There's little to no action that makes any logical sense whatsoever. Eddie Murphy, he came back around. He got better again. He got over his little slump here. It's all good. And this didn't score high for me, and it definitely... again, I mark genre, action, or not action, acting, writing, direction, and does it hold up? And where this one fell flat the most is, does it hold up? Does it hold up to the genre? Does it hold up to time? Does it hold up to the franchise itself? No, nope, absolutely not. This is a stain, and there's a reason it killed the franchise for 30 years. This is a 20 flat for me. Don't go see this movie. It's hard to find, so you probably won't have that problem anyway.
Yeah, the painful part of this is I couldn't get it. Like, it was the same price to rent it as it was to own it. And I was like, well, I guess I own
this
now.
We now have that brand new owner. See, Run 7 clearly stated, we do this so no longer these movies get made. And what did I say? Except for Dan, he's over here loving them. He's just buying them up left, right, and center. Can't stop buying these terrible movies.
Well, the plus side is now when I go to edit it, I won't have to like re-rent it or anything. Like, it'll be there for me.
Yeah, you've got the footage. Exactly.
And then I can delete it off of, I don't even know what it's on right now. It's on Amazon, I think.
So funny. Well, this is a terrible movie. Where did we land? Like a 30? 30. On it. No, it's got to be lower than that. It's got to be like a 28 average, maybe. But it'll drop our franchise pretty low. Drop our franchise.
I really didn't expect it to be this bad, and I think that's why my score is so incredibly low. Because, I mean, like, I've got other categories. I've got acting and dialogue and plot, direction, effects, sound.
It fails in a lot of categories.
It fails in a lot of categories where they have the ability to do better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing how they failed so hard in so many categories.
Yeah, it's so funny. That's funny, movie. Windstorm. Clearly bad movie when the rent and buy price is the same, let alone the rating we give it. They're all the same. It's all the same number.
Sorry for anybody new. I'm just doing math behind the scenes while these guys...
Looks like there's a giveaway for chat. Anybody who wants to join the Mongooly giveaway right now, somebody anonymously gifted the R rating mug in chat. So please type in
join
in the next couple of minutes to win yourself a beautiful R rating mug.
I Run 7. I think is it exclamation mark join or just join? It looks like it
hey,
might be
there's
just join.
Nothing in the rules that says I can't get me a mug.
You're absolutely right, and I've won your hat and mug, so can't complain.
All right, it depends. What's the mug that's
this guy right here? I definitely did not pay for.
Yeah.
The R rating mug I have right here. Let me just jump screens. It should look like this, where it's got.
Oh, that's the one I want. That's the one I want.
This logo was made by a good friend of the show,
Benny Westside.
And then the other side of the mug was made by another good friend, Updog.
That's the mug I want.
So you get the TMS logo and the R-rated logo all in one place. Thank you so much for whoever did that. You're the best. And now I'm doing this instead of actually making the poster.
Dan, you were supposed to be doing maths.
I'm sorry. Just so you know, it's not exclamation point join. It's just join.
Do both, just in case.
Yeah, hit her both ways. Wait, what?
Yeah, I was going to leave that alone.
I was going to let that one just quietly slide away, but no.
It was just so had to circle back there. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. Oh, man, that's funny. That was funnier than all of Beverly Hills Cop 3 right there.
This conversation has been better than all of Beverly Hills Cop 3. Let's be honest.
By far, yes.
Oh, my goodness. That's disturbing, but okay. Well, maybe not disturbing, just interesting.
Dan's always interested by how numbers work. He's like, wait, low numbers drop the score?
Wait, now everybody's doing exclamation point join, and I'm wondering if I should have done exclamation point join.
I told you to do both.
Am I going to miss out?
Mrs. Hillary, join.
Damn it. Fine, I'll do them both.
Good job, everybody.
All right.
Yeah. What you guys didn't know is actually a Beverly Hills Cop 3 mug.
You actually get my copy of Beverly Hills Cop that I had to buy for this. You're welcome.
Oh, my goodness.
Get fucked up,
giveaway winner announcement. No. I didn't want it.
Watching Will play. Did you actually get it?
Yeah.
Why did you subscribe if you didn't want it, you jackass?
I mean, just trying to get
congratulations.
I was just trying to get
if it really is a Beverly Hills 3 mug, then I want you to do an IRL stream where you try to sell it to somebody on the street and see what it'll take to get somebody to buy the mug from you.
Like one of those trade up videos where you're like, can you trade this pencil for something more important? Will you buy this cop movie off of me, please?
So funny.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you, whoever did that, and congratulations, Will, on your well-deserved victory there.
Unbelievable. Who can I gift that to? Can I give my winning to somebody else in chat?
I don't know, actually. There might be a code you have to go to. Agent 1 Anonymous is gift of R rating mug. So do you see this link to redeem?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Omega Man. Appreciate you.
You want me to claim that shit?
Well, if you go to that, it might be maybe you can use that link to give to somebody, but I think you have to be the one to click the link.
You could just put in somebody else's address and send it to them.
Then I have to find somebody. I have to con somebody into giving me their address. That seems creepy.
You know what, Brian? Do you have this mug?
I don't want to. I don't want to flint anybody here.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to be a flint in all of this. You know, that's.
Don't give it to me. No, just.
I would never give it to Run 7. No. Yeah. I was thinking a nice person in chat. Okay, B Ridge just said they want it. I'll give it to B Ridge. DM me your details, B Ridge. Yeah. Just send me on Discord.
Yeah, that's trustworthy. Absolutely.
Just slide into my DMs, B Ridge.
Yeah. Just give me your home address. Oh yeah.
I will never enter the contest again.
Here, let's do this and we can wrap this up and then we can just sit around for a minute. Do you guys have a minute to hang out? Not a long time, but
1 minute. Let's do it.
Fantastic. That's all I wanted.
Chat GPT says that I have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow morning to start my workout.
Ooh. Why are you doing this to yourself?
Because the robots told him to.
That's right. I'm shooting for middle management, Dan.
If the robots say jump monkey, that monkey jumps.
All right. And with that, we have I hate how it does this. All right. And with that, we have our placement for Beverly Hills Cop. Not the complete franchise. We still have one more movie to go, but it has fallen pretty drastically down to being tied actually with Jurassic World. I wonder if Axel F will actually manage to bring it up by 1 point so it breaks Jurassic World, or if it'll keep it sort of in that Jurassic World Venom category. This dropped by a pretty significant margin. I didn't check it out before I should have. But it was up there. I think it was up there in like the 70 range, the low 70s.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty drastic and honestly completely deserved, unfortunately.
Absolutely. I'm hoping it stays above Venom because I really didn't like Venom, but that's just me.
I like it right where it's at for the franchise. Mm-hmm. I have no idea about Foley F or Axel F, so I don't know. But as for right now, I think this is where the franchise belongs. I enjoy Jurassic, and honestly, I like Jurassic World being placed above it, even though it's an equal score. I think I technically enjoy Jurassic World better than the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. Two different complete genres, but
I absolutely enjoy Jurassic World more than Beverly Hills Cop. Like, that's not a question for me.
We're coming off a horrible film. We're coming off a horrible film, so it's hard for me to try and be positive about the franchise after witnessing the atrocity that we just did. So, because the first two were okay movies, they were okay.
The first two, for sure,
they were decent.
I could see myself watching Jurassic World again. I don't know if I'll ever watch any of these movies again if I don't have a reason to.
Yeah,
but that's just me. Although
my playlist on Spotify did randomly throw in the theme song from this, Is that, what's that called? Is it?
I think it's called Axel F.
Is it Axel F? Okay.
Yeah.
It put that on the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're just beating me over the head with this crappy franchise.
Was it the Crazy Frog version or just the original?
I think it was the original.
Okay.
But in full length, there's a snippet in the middle of this song that doesn't really make it into the movies, I don't think, because I was like, wow, that's a lot of xylophone they're hitting on right there.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do the outro and then we can just chill.
Okay.
Green Tuckian has a question and I'll answer it in a second. But all right, that's our rating of Beverly Hills Cop. All right, that's our rating of Beverly Hills Cop 3. But what's yours? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. We record this on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/The Monguli Show. So you can head over there and hit the follow button if you want to come join us and hang out with us while we're recording. Or if you made it this far in the video, you probably liked it. Hit the subscribe button. My apologies. So that you see us in the next one. That fucked up hard. I'm going to do that again.
Sorry. All right, everybody set up for take two.
Take two.
All right, Monguli, and we're rolling.
All right, that's our... All right, that's our
take three, everybody. Shut up. Everybody set. Positions and rolling.
All right, that's our rating of Beverly Hills Cop 3. But what's yours? I'd love to know your comments down below. We record this live over at twitch.tv/The Monguli Show. So you can head over there and hit the follow button if you want to hang out with us live. Or if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that I see you in the next one.
That's a wrap.
That's better. I don't know if it was good.
It was great.
All right.
Windstorm, I think that one that you're talking about that I rated it in the teens was probably Highlander 5, which was technically a movie, but it was straight to DVD. And so
we had a couple low goes though, for sure.
Yeah,
like
I can say that Brian and I both have movies in the single digits. They are
I think I gave one a 6.
They're both straight to DVD Home Alone movies, which I didn't want to do in the first place. I don't think that counts, but there they are. So Home Alone 4 is my lowest score. Home Alone Holiday Heist is Brian's lowest score.
Is mine Never Ending?
It is not.
Never Ending 3 is only a 13, I think.
He's only a 13, but I think...
Maybe another Home Alone bad one.
Highlander Final... I don't remember. I didn't write down the whole title, apparently.
That was the last home.
Is 11 for you.
Yeah, okay. That one was bad. That one was
bad. It was. That was the third Highlander movie, not Endgame.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that is your lowest score at 11. So we haven't got Will into the single digits yet, but Brian and I have both been down. So like by comparison, 22 is actually pretty good. Pretty good.
22, we're banging it out.
R-rated bloopers are better than Beverly Hills Cop. I appreciate you.
So funny.
He's still doing that all right slapstick? No, that just is something I naturally do. It's not slapstick. I can't get rid of it.
All right.
And fair enough is something I just can't get out of my repertoire now. And now that you guys have pointed out, I hear it all the time when I do it. Still can't stop myself. Oh, well. So we've got next week. We'll be doing Axel F, which I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit more excited for than I was for this one. The week after that, we're going to be doing whatever Elder Jim / the head writers come up with, and then we don't have one for after that. Correct? That's as far in advance as we've got plotted.
What? Sorry, what's next? I don't even know what I'm.
Sorry, I was talking to chat.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Shit just falls apart, man.
We're not recording. I don't care.
So next week is Axel F.
Yes.
After that, we're going to be doing whatever the head writers come up with.
We're at the whim of Elder Jim.
Yep.
So far, hopefully, I think, well, whatever. Yes. Right now, whatever Elder Jim says, we does because we are dancing monkeys. And then after that, we do not have a franchise lined up, correct?
Yeah. And though Naked Gun should be coming up soon, it's another buddy cop. We want to like switch genres and then come back to it later, right? Get a little. We like to kind of mix it up. So maybe do Jaws 50th anniversary. We could do another poll, let people decide.
I kind of wouldn't hate doing like there's not a lot. Okay, so if we were to change genres drastically, there's not a lot of like romantic comedies that have sequels that I'm aware of. Ooh. But somebody at work was mentioning Miscongeniality, which I have never seen and have always heard about, and technically fits that role. I think there's only 2 of them, hopefully, knock on wood. I mean, we could save that till February if we want to do it like as a romantic movie or something.
What about Bridget Jones' Diary?
Also never seen. I'm sure we'll have a large audience for these movies.
Why are you trying to kill our audience before we even have one, Dan?
I'm just saying if we wanted to go something different, like that's something we don't have on the list at all. You're all such cute little monkeys.
Yeah, there is movies we could watch.
Okay, there's a lot of good franchises we could go through. There's a lot of bad franchises. I'm just like throwing it out there something if we want to get away from buddy cops.
The problem is when we get into the better franchises, they tend to be longer running franchises, and we've kind of shied away from anything over like a 4 or 5, because I'm all for hitting Terminator. I think that we are solid and we can do this, but Terminator's a big franchise. There's RoboCop. We haven't done RoboCop, and technically we could break that into 2 groups, the new RoboCop and the old RoboCop, but I think with just one additional RoboCop on that franchise, we could just lump it all into one.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd, there we go. I've seen both those movies. Honestly, that would be kind of cool.
Okay, now help me out with that one, because I've only seen the new Dredd, which I freaking loved.
Yeah, the new Dredd was good.
They don't like... Does that fit? Because in my mind, like they're technically the same like property, but they're not the same franchise in the way of like, if we were to do Batman, I wouldn't do Michael Keaton and Christian Bale as the same franchise.
Right. I'd probably split it up by whoever plays Batman, to be honest, break it down that way.
Exactly. So in that, if that's you're looking at it.
What happens when Batman's in with Superman in whatever Justice League stupid ass movie that was?
I think we don't do it because I don't want to watch that again.
Yeah. I don't want to go back to The Flash. I don't want to see Justice League. I'm kind of over superhero movies for like a year, man.
No, I was just asking. I
would love it if Elder Jim's movie is like the 4-hour Schneider cut. Just be like, oh. I would actually. I don't remember hating that movie. I wouldn't hate watching it again, but also like, just milk it, buddy. Just go for the best you can get. Just get 4 hours out of us.
Waiting and Waiting too. I didn't know they made a sequel.
I didn't know there was a second Waiting. Omega Man, you are absolutely correct. Kevin Conroy is my Batman. To this day, I still read comics in his voice.
I do love Adam West's Batman movie as well. It is super funny.
The bat spray? The shark repellent?
The shark repellent? Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Windstorm's got a point. Lord of the Rings. We haven't done any fantasy for a while. That's something pretty fresh. Honestly, we could tackle just simple Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3.
So simple.
They're longer, right? They're longer, but we could knock those out.
You're not wrong. it was one of those things where, like, I guess we're a year in now and we've been getting stronger and better in this. I'm really enjoying the process. It was one of those ones where, like, I didn't want to do like Lord of the Rings or Godfather like right off the bat because it's like
too soon.
Well, because like I want to make sure that we know what we're doing if we're going to tackle something that
I feel solid about the ratings that we're giving all the way down from Highlander. Like, I just feel like we kind of we're hitting it right. I don't have to make too many adjustments to anything. There's some times when we come back and you guys are like, do you realize that you rated this movie over this movie? And I'm like, wow, that kind of does seem a little weird, but that happens very rarely.
Well, and because we all rate a little different, I think it still kind of all comes out in the wash, right?
Yeah, it does.
It kind of balances it out a little bit.
There is... I've said since the very beginning, like, I don't rate all of these movies on the same scale. Like, they are rated compared to other things that I would expect in that genre. So Lord of the Rings, no, like, this movie I'm rating compared to what I expect from an action comedy, and it didn't bring either, and so it was a failure. Whereas like, I don't know how to word it. It's great. Okay, so Jurassic Park, I gave a 100 out of. No, that's a bad example because I legit think that is a perfect movie.
Nice.
Cool, I'm doing awesome with this. Prey. Here we go. Prey, I think, is a great movie, and I give it a very high score because it is a fantastic action movie, and I would gladly sit down and watch it. It might have a higher score than I would give to something like Godfather. Do I think it is better than Godfather? Absolutely fucking not.
Right.
I just think that from an action movie perspective, it gives me exactly what I'm looking for in that role.
Yeah.
But Godfather is expertly made. Now, Godfather might get a higher score. I have no idea. I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm just saying, like, theoretically, that's how the scoring
don't disagree,
kind of
though.
works.
I score it that way as well. I do base a lot on the genre itself because you can't compare some of these franchises against.
It's apples to oranges. Yeah.
It's apples to oranges based on the genre it's in. So if you're not being like, oh, for a comedy, this is a freaking hilarious movie. For a, rom-com, this is a beautifully romantic movie that gives you a couple of laughs. But you usually don't compare those movies, right? Like, you don't compare it with Titanic or whatever, with Clerks. Those movies are not something you compare because they're so vastly different.
Yeah, agreed.
Is there anything popular that just came out to the streaming services? Like, I think Happy Gilmore just landed on the streaming services,
We were talking about Happy Gilmore too, yeah.
We
That'd
can
be an
maybe
easy one to do. It's only 2 movies.
Right? It's comedy. I haven't seen the sequel, so I'd be interested in doing that. I haven't seen the first one ages. So I was trying to get my son to watch 50 First Dates with me the other day, and he wasn't having it. And I'm like, maybe he's just not for Adam Sandler. And he's like, no, I'm not for Drew Barrymore. And I'm like, okay, you're my son. But yeah, well, like, I think maybe something that's kind of like, I want something that's like kind of poppy a little bit, not really the dregs that we're going through.
No, that's fair. I did watch. So while my brother was down, we watched Happy Gilmore 2 because we used to watch Happy Gilmore all the time together. And I actually, like, we recorded it. So, like, that's something I'm theoretically going to edit at some point and have, like, my first, like, movie reaction video. And honestly, like, we did a sound test by just watching the first Happy Gilmore for like 5 minutes just to make sure that the volumes were good. And I want to watch Happy Gilmore 1 so badly now. It's like, just watching that first little bit, I was like, I haven't seen this probably in 20-25 years. And I watched it all the time. I loved that movie.
What's
like, the little bit that I watched held up.
Sorry, somebody just named off a movie I don't know anything about, so I'm going to have to write it down and check it out.
I feel like I heard something about Vivarium, and I don't remember what it was, but like, I think he's right. It would be challenging, but I can't quite remember what it is.
I'm gonna rate over to you, Dan, and then I'm gonna bounce out of here. And whatever you guys decide to watch and make me watch, I will do it willingly and enjoy every minute of it.
I hate every minute of it,
because I know that even if it is as crappy as Beverly Hills Cop 3, I will get to talk about it and vent my feelings with you guys, and that will make it worthwhile.
I'm tempted, if we're going to be talking about movies, like, I realize you just said we want to switch genres a little bit. I'm tempted to do Naked Gun because by the time we get to, like, there's 3 Naked Guns, right? So
4 now, I think.
Well, yes. There's 3 Leslie Nielsen and 1 Liam Neeson.
Yeah. So
we've got 1 more week of Axel, 1 week of whatever Elder Jim says, 3 weeks of that, 1 week of whatever the head writers say, Like, yeah, the new one might be in streaming by the time we get to it, is what I'm saying. Like it might be a matter of planning that far ahead, which could be kind of cool. The Accountant 2 is really good. I haven't seen the second one. I liked the first one, though. That'd be a nice, easy action flick to get into.
Real quick, let me cut you off. If you're over on my stream, you're going to be over on Dan's stream in just a second watching the exact same thing, and then I'm going to bounce out of here.
Honestly, we're not going to be too much longer either. I don't think I wouldn't mind getting an early night in, but I don't hate The Accountant. That's actually a pretty solid suggestion.
I wouldn't mind The Accountant either. I could do that too. I watched the first one, haven't seen the new one. I hear good things about it, which, if I remember the first one correctly, I don't see how it could be much worse than the first one. Honestly, I thought the first was terrible. So
the first Accountant?
The first Accountant, yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember enjoying that. I don't remember much of it, but I don't remember enjoying it. I was going through my anti-Ben Affleck phase at the time,
okay.
so.
Now, I do the exact opposite.
I'm still in that phase.
Fair. I don't remember much about it, except for I feel like I did like it.
Yeah.
So it'd be almost like watching a new movie to me. But it's also Anna Kendrick, right? I think.
I don't remember.
Maybe I'm wrong on that. I like Anna Kendrick. I actually do like Ben Affleck. So like,
I think I was kind of offended at their portrayal of people with the mental issues that Ben Affleck was portraying. I don't even remember what condition he had, but I was like, this is ridiculously almost offensive to me. I've got stories, family and stuff like that. So I just remember it being almost offensive to me, and I was really pissed about it. And then I didn't like Ben Affleck at the time, so but I'd be willing to go revisit this and set myself straight and give the final verdict and put that down on paper for us or digitally on Dan's list so that we know for fact where I stand on The Accountant and The Accountant 2.
I mean, you brought up Anna Kendrick. We could always just go Pitch Perfect or Trolls, right? Like, there's so many franchises we can dip our toes into.
Ooh, Trolls, dude. Hey, we don't have like a kids one, do we? Have we done animated?
I mean, yeah, Home Alone's Family, I guess. Okay,
Home Alone Family. We haven't really done an animated yet.
We don't have an animated.
We have the Predators, the Predator animated one, which we added to it.
Like, I was jumping at Pitch Perfect way before Trolls on that one, but I mean, everybody's got their vote.
Yeah, do we want to go with something, Pixar and well received? I don't know.
I don't know, but I got to get to bed, guys. So message me on Discord and let me know what everybody decides to do, and I'll be on board. Like I said, as long as I'm doing it with you guys in chat, I'm happy to do it. So yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Brian.
Chad is mentioning Toy Story and How to Train Your Dragon. I would take either one of those before I'd go through the Trolls again. The Trolls were fine, but I don't know. Have you seen video of Justin Timberlake at his new world tour concert performing that Trolls song? It's pretty funny because he's just he's so checked out.
Does he have Lyme's disease or something?
I got that feeling, and he just takes the mic away and puts it down. He does this shuffle. He's not even singing the song. He's just letting the audience sing the song. You're just oh man, is he unwell? I don't know. I had not heard that at all.
I mean, I don't follow that much, but I saw some headline or something that he's got Lyme's disease or something. I don't know.
Oh shit! Okay.
I don't know. Who cares? There's famous people doing stupid shit all the time.
If you do older animated, you can do Cool World. I've never seen Cool World, but there's only one, is there not? I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but we generally do franchises, so there usually has to be at least two. But I mean, hey, the head writers come up with it if they really wanted to. Would be a dick mongol. Hey, you've been here long enough, Bridget. You should know. That's just kind of how we roll. Bad Guys 2 is not even in theaters yet, is it? Or did it just come out in theaters?
Yeah, it must be soon if it's not out already.
I don't know that I'm going to ask these guys to spend that much money.
If we were going to do Cool World, I'd rather do Roger Rabbit.
Well, again, that's a single.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know I like Roger Rabbit. I don't know if I like Cool World. Yeah. Shrek could be another good kids movie. That would not be bad. There's
the new one of that is postponed, I think. Yeah. 5th got postponed till next year or something.
Yeah, okay. Bad Guys 2 is in theaters right now. Okay.
Right now.
I would be happy to do Bad Guys once it's on streaming. I don't know that I want to. Well, I don't know that I ask these guys to go. I mean, I could probably take my youngest to Bad Guys in theaters, and she'd probably have a great time.
There's like 4 Despicable Me's as well, I think. I would be happy to do something like The Incredibles. There's 2. Call it done. In and out. It's superheroes, which, you know, Brian's not fond of right now, but, you know.
It is, but it's done in a different way.
Twosome is nice.
Yeah. I think you can probably get on board with that. It's just 2 movies, and it's, I don't know, just pretty easy viewing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. That said, I did hear somebody follow me during our recording. Thank you, whoever that was. Well played.
There you go. Getting all kinds of follows tonight.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, we recorded everything we needed. I think we're as good as we're going to be here.
Let's call her.
I think we're going to call it and see you next week. Now, what are you doing tomorrow night on your stream? Do you have any idea yet?
I'm probably playing with my cock, and aside from that, who knows? It's Friends Friday. Hopefully everybody will jump on it.
On your cock? Sorry, on macaque. Macaque.
Thank you. Don't make it gross. Come on.
Yeah, no, you definitely want to have as many of your friends come join you when you're playing with your macaque.
No, see, why?
I know, I'm sorry. I'm bad at the joke, all right? I'm bad at the joke.
Yeah, it's Friends Friday. Who knows? Maybe we'll peak. Maybe we'll peak tomorrow. I mean, I've peaked many moons ago, but
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's Friends Friday, so anything's possible.
Cool. All right, and this Saturday I'm going to be trying to finish Ori, and then when I'm done that, I think I'm going to play some more Resident Evil 2. I started Resident Evil 2 on Monday, was thoroughly enjoying it, much more than I thought I was going to. So nice. I kind of want to jump back into that quickly. I actually I bought 2, 3, and 4 as part of a bundle when they were on sale during the summer bundle. Mm-hmm. And then I just saw they're all on sale again. So I skipped 5 and 6 because I played 5 to death. I never really liked 6, but I picked up 7 and 8, which are supposed to be pretty good again. So got a whole lot of Resident Evil to go. What's up, Enola? You're saying my name very loudly. What's just curious, or?
I never got into Resident Evils. I don't know what it is about them. I think they were so hyped, and I wasn't a PlayStation player, so I was just like, I've heard so much. But then by the time they're available anywhere, I was like, do I really want to get into this? I don't know. So
no, that's fair. I did start playing them back on the PlayStation. Early. So I played 1, 2, and 3 on PlayStation 1, and then they've remade them a couple of times. I haven't touched most of the franchise in a while. So when they remade 2, I picked it up on PlayStation 4 or 5 or whatever it was at the time. Played it for 2 hours. I'm like, this just isn't grabbing me. It just isn't it's a remake. It's not a remaster. So it's a slightly different game. The controls are way better, but it just wasn't doing it for me. But I do like the scary games on Monday nights, and it was cheap. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it another try, play with the audience. And I fell right in love with it. It was really actually quite nice. So
nice. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Score for this movie, it was bad. It was real bad. I don't have it in front of me. I think I gave it 36 or something. Brian gave it 22, and Will gave it a 20 for a total of 26, which brought the franchise down to a 57. Which tied it with Jurassic World. Something like that.
And a point above Venom or something.
I said that when you were all talking about tomorrow. Sorry, Bridget's right. I'm a little bit of a slow reader. Yeah, it's what it deserves. Exactly. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Fair enough. Yeah, they dropped the ball. All right, thanks so much.
See who we can raid out to, and we'll get out of here.
And thank you, chat, for letting me win the mug. That was awesome of you. I gave it away immediately because I don't know.
You did actually give it away?
Yeah, it's already on its way to Bee Ridge. So
nice. Now, were you able to do that? Were you able to do that straight from Fourth Wall, or did you have to how'd you make that work? Just out of curiosity. So
I clicked the link. I had to you have to verify your Twitch account, so you have to log in with your Twitch, and then I just put their information in to sell it, or to send it.
Nice.
So Bee Ridge did have to give me email and address, but that was it.
Sure.
Hopefully
Fincy is who we're rating out to. So go give them some love, and you guys have a great night. We'll catch you all next week for more R rating as we discuss Axel F. Good night, everybody.
Woo! Get effed, everybody.